Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy, Boulanger. Let's talk. Week 1 is here. No more playing around, no more speculation, but 17 out of 17 of the next games is all business. And week 1, man, is a banger. Ravens versus Bills. What does it mean for the Ravens? Well, I think this game means two things in particular, right? The first thing I think it means is a tone setter for the season. I know that sometimes you look at tone setters after a team is 4 or 5 games in and they're trying to figure out who they are. But I think that this season in particular, we don't have any time to wait on figuring out who we are and what we're going to do. I think this matchup in week 1 against a team that caused us hurt and harm in the playoffs for the previous season, or from the previous season, is a great time to identify who we are. And I think we'll know very clearly coming out of this game, regardless of results, who the Baltimore Ravens are. Could the Baltimore Ravens get their heads busted wide open and get blown out? Sure it could. Sure, the Baltimore Ravens could absolutely do that. A blowout to me is 10 points or more. Will they? You'll have to wait to predictions to know. But the Baltimore Ravens could go up there and get blown out if they go up there playing. If they go up there on the off-season hype, if they go up there on the preseason hype, if they go up there on the basis of the notable names on their team, yes, they could go up there and get blown out. If they go up there and fall into the trap of where the Buffalo Bills aren't stacked and aren't loaded and they don't have top end wide receivers and they don't have this and they don't have that. No, the Buffalo Bills are bringing back mostly the same team with a few additions that they beat the Baltimore Ravens with in the playoffs. So there's no reason for us to go up to Buffalo with a level of overconfidence. We need to go up there with a healthy measure of confidence, but more importantly, we need to go up there and be consistent. So I think it sets the tone, the pace for the entire season. If we go up there and get blown out, I think it could be crushing. And I think that could create a trickle-down effect for the next 3 or 4 weeks. If we go up there and we lose marginally, 2 or 3 points, a field goal or something like that, I think it could be stabilizing. If we go up there and win, not even in blowout fashion, but go up there and win with a consistent performance, consistent in the run, consistent blocking, consistent passing, consistent catching, consistent against the run, consistent in pass defense, just consistent. Even if we squeak out a marginal win, 3 or 4 points, right? I think that's also a stabilizer. The way with which we win or lose is going to set the tone for this season. I think the Baltimore Ravens sometimes can be fragile mentally, meaning when things go wrong, the wheels fall all the way off. And when things go right, we get rolling downhill. Kind of sounds like we're sort of a front-running kind of team. I won't call us that because I've seen us play and win all kind of ways. And I've seen us be dominant, for long stretches of seasons. But I think that going up to Buffalo is going to be telling for the Baltimore Ravens. So tone setting, pace setting is number 1. Number 2, I think it's going to establish who we are. You see, what we are believed to be is a contender, but establishing who the Baltimore Ravens are identity-wise, that's going to say if we are real contenders. I think week 1 could be an establishment of a pretender versus contender. Yes, we bust the Buffalo Bills up in week 4, I believe, of last season. Yes, we outplayed them in the second half of the playoff game. So we do have a form and fashion of how we have stood up against the Buffalo Bills. But yet and still, they have become sort of an arch nemesis. And sometimes things happen against the Bills that don't happen in any other game. And so now it's time. Weather won't be a factor. I haven't checked the weather report, but I definitely know it won't be snow. And I don't think it's going to be windy and raining. So the field conditions are going to be right. The weather conditions are going to be right. So now it's time for us to put on our pads and go out and handle our business. What do you guys think about this game? What does it mean to the Ravens season? I believe it's a tone setter and an identity establishment type game. So there's more to come. We're going to look at this game in all kind of metrics this week. So until next time, I'm out.